Random Morris Network has returned again, people, and now in the new sort of way possible. Ever since May of 2020, Random Morris Network became a full-on autopilot until it ran out of fuel and became a block and channel of syndicated shows that weren't even needed. Random Morris Network also began inserting newer Tizmer Network shows such as Unspeakable, BT21 Universe, and later Teen Titans Go, Baby Shark, and Pink Fawn throughout the daytime schedule, leaving the older shows for older children, which are for the afternoon hours, to air extremely early in the morning on Random Morris at night, while most of the people who are watching these shows are still asleep. Then something happened that would change Random Morris Network forever. Adult shows began moving to Random Morris Network's main channel and not Random Morris at night. As for now, Random Morris Network now became an unnecessary adult network and a children's network redundancy on a high level of Fox. Another reason why that Random Morris Network was beginning to stagnate is because of the things that it did, such as rebranding to Ready to Play in Cartoon City, and so much more. Now, anyways, with that out of the way, and with Random Morris Network stagnating, the writing was on the wall thanks to the help of Tizmer Domestic Cable Media Networks Group, and it was beginning to shut down. However, in 2021, a new company called Randomversal, which was the revival of the Randomation Broadcasting Studios Group, acquired the series that Random Morris Network is airing, along with the rights to Random Morris Network, as Tizmer Media, now Mouse Media, were willing to sell it to another company, which happens to be Randomversal. And so Randomversal became a new broadcaster and new parent company for Random Morris Network. As for Random Morris Network today, Random Morris Network received a refresh on January 1st, 2022. So, on January 1st, 2022, Random Morris Network received a refresh. And since it's now owned by Randomversal anyway, it was rebranded as Randomversal Network, as compliant to Universal Kids. However, it lacked of identity and carriage providers and was shut down and was revived as Random Morris Network, and which replaced Tizmer Network 2. Personally, Tizmer Network 2 did not deserve to stagnate and get discontinued. However, it will be gaining a brief revival, and it already did tomorrow with the introduction as Tizmer Network 2, with the original logo from 2020 and with the 2 TOO in its place. It'll air much of the same programming from Tizmer Network 2, which got shut down and was replaced by Random Morris Network, and along with some fewer new Tizmer Network shows. However, it needs to have family-friendly original shows. Many shows has to come back to Tizmer Network 2 early, and along with the main Tizmer Network channel. Doki and a few other Nickelodeon shows that Nickelodeon had used to air had to come back as well because as of September, Tizmer Network now has to re-air TVY7 shows instead of having a few shows in constant rotation because of some issues regarding the programmer and the scheduler who was in charge over there got fired. Instead, they have made it into a new sort of Cartoon Network variety wave from the 2000s, and now Tizmer Network will not be able to stagnate anymore, along with Tizmer Jr. Thankfully, that problem was fixed. However, much like Taizra Network 2, Random RS Network became a new revival channel based on the Taizra Network. It airs much of the same programming as Taizra Network 2. It also airs much of the same broadcast programming as Nickelodeon and Nick Jr., and along with some Cartoon Network shows. And in addition, they would also have a preschool block, which is going to be syndicated from Taizra Jr. In fact, Taizra Jr. is now officially on Random RS Network. Due to the compliance and also because of some Taizra Jr. affiliates, it's announcing that some Taizra Network affiliates declined airing preschool programming. In response to this, Taizra Network ordered Taizra Jr. to only air in some independent Taizra Network stations, like Taizra Network Channel 36, Channel 18, and Channel 11. However, some Taizra Network stations, like Taizra Network Atlanta, Channel 64, air Taizra Jr. on weekends instead, because of their collage with Taizra Network Atlanta's weekday morning schedules. In addition, Taizra Jr. reached out to non-Taizra Network affiliates to run Taizra Jr., like Random RS Network and the Mouse Small 61. I know this might be not a good idea, as Taizra Network would never have affiliates. However, they did, launch it in 2002 and somewhere else. Much like it, everybody had to deal with the 3 hours of Taizra Jr. per week, because the landscape with the Taizra Network isn't the only one that's changing. There's a lot of things that happen throughout the rise and the fall of Fan-Made Cable, and it still has to stagnate throughout the time. While Random RS Network broadcasts Taizra Jr. in the morning, the afternoon programming would feature TVY7 shows for older kids, including TVY7 fantasy violence shows along with TV PG shows. The daytime schedule in the morning features much of the same programming Taizra Jr. is still airing, exclusively Baby Shark's Big Show, Taizra Jr.'s Big Show, and many more are still up there. However, not only that Taizra Jr. is also on Random RS Network, but Random RS Network also has to get rid of some of the shows and some of the stuff that was not needed during the primetime hours in order to expand their time slot from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Yes, they're going up until 11 p.m. for the first time since 2005. Which now meant that Random RS Network now runs from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. That is now similar to Cartoon Network now. However, much of the programming that Random RS Network had used to air are now still here, both on the main channel and Random RS Primetime. So you might say that Random RS Network is now a successor now, and this is going to be a new era in Randomation television. Not only that Random RS Network is now back in the driver's seat and now back into the programming, but most executives that they work at Random RS Network were very concerned that why did they air preschool programming in the primetime hours. I can't imagine why it was such a good idea to do that. I get that Nick Jr. and PBS Kids Sprout does that along with Disney Jr. because their demographics are have a young demographic, and also all the executives were very concerned that some preschoolers should not be airing that some preschool shows should not be airing during the primetime hours. I can't imagine that why it was such a good idea. I get that Cartoon Network and Adult Swim does this is not really, but their age demographics are really closer. While Random Mars Network and Random Mars at Night, which Random Mars changed their demographics numerous times, had a huge gap. Also, not only that, Random Mars Network should not be airing preschool programming in the primetime hours, but most viewers were concerned that Baby Shark was on Random Mars Network. I can't understand why would they do that. I get that. Yes, it's aimed at the preschoolers demographic. It's aimed at the 2 to 6 age demographic, but according to some people, it's not even appropriate due to the parent company, Pinkfong, having inappropriate music videos are not appropriate for children. And I know, yes, it's aimed. Yes, Pinkfong and Baby Shark are aimed at the preschoolers demographic, but however, according to Tiger Network, halfway, some of the music videos aren't educational appropriate themed. And given the fact that they're going to air them on Tiger Jr. when they launch, which wasn't a good idea, so they moved on. So Baby Shark moved online by December 11th. Yeah, they got burned off to TigerNetwork.com because of issues. And also malicious music videos that Random Mars Network aired have been edited out because they violated the rules of the Tiger Network Standards and Practices Department. Those at the Parents Television Council in Tigerville hated it. Tiger Jr. stopped airing Baby Shark's music videos on December 10th, 2020. But thankfully, though, no more music videos from Baby Shark have been aired ever since December 10th. And so Tiger Jr. is back to airing regular Baby Shark music videos. However, not all the way, because half of the music videos that they air has to comply with the EI compliant Children's Television Act. So that's part of the FCC's act per se. Not only that, but many parents have vented their frustration online on randomRSever.com in Tigerville that children were accidentally watching programs during the primetime hours because of Baby Shark. This started petitions, campaigns, and some pagers and accounts and so much more, until Random Mars Network had enough of being boycotted for so long that they had to cut ties with Pinkfong and Smart Study for good. However, not for long, as they're gonna have to need Baby Shark again by 2022. Oh. But however, the parents are still complaining, but Random Mars Network announced that Baby Shark will only be in the morning hours this time. Since according to Tiger Jr., since Baby Shark is still airing in the morning hours, Random Mars Network has to do the same thing as well. Also, many creators vented their frustration out online on Discord and YouTube on the internet in Tigerville that about some bumpers featuring Baby Shark photos and footages which were not needed as well because of obvious reasons that we're known for, including myself. And my overall experience, the way James Rabbit and Jackson Rabbit handled Random Mars Network, that was really horrible. I get that, and Paul Mouse, the original president at Random Mars Network, would not appreciate the effort they have done. Now, the thing about it is with James and Jackson Rabbit, they weren't the best presidents at Tiger Network or Random Mars Network. Because yes, they screwed up what Scott and Lizzie had did. They screwed up what Scott and Lizzie and the previous president at Tiger Network from 2002 to 2011 put in line with all their cartoons and live action shows they set up. They did screw up. They both of them did screw that up. But later in 2020, they started to fix that. They set up Tajra Network up for the future, leaving Random RS Network abandoned, just like Discovery Family. And they brought in Tajra Jr. They began Tajra Jr. and along with Kenny Bell 2003. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. And with some shows like Unspeakable coming in, followed soon after that BT21 universe. Alongside that, we got lots of YouTube stuff, including Baby Shark. Those stuff were to help Tajra Network for the future. But then James and Jackson Rabbit got fired, and the reason behind this is because apparently their parents came and they have found out what really happened and why everybody has been venting their frustrations out online. The Baby Shark on Random RS problem became so bad that they exposed James and Jackson Rabbit about their actions and posting them in Tajraville online. And now the police have been taking notice. So James and Jackson Rabbit were charged with changing the channel over and over again, just like Discovery Family. And when Tajra Jr. get to be in 2020, they canceled every single show that isn't educational friendly or not educational. And future plans for the Random RS Network have been scrapped. Baby Shark moved to Tajra Jr., but was moved online at TajraNetwork.com/the new Tajra Jr. What else? Baby Shark's Video Game Adventures? That fan-made miniseries sadly got canceled after 2 seasons due to the fact that Tajra Jr. mistreated it and made it into an educational-friendly show. Trolley Life wasn't doing that great either. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on. I can't believe that Random RS Network experienced a lot of stuff going on. Not only they had bad hate, and many parents were venting their frustrations about some preschoolers watching Random RS Network during the daytime primetime hours, but all parents were boycotting Random RS Network for their huge mistake. So in the end, it was the end of the road for Random RS Network. However, not completely, as Random RS Network has been rebooted, kind of rebooted in Latin America, Europe, and the Middle East, and so much more. However, much of the junior blocks internationally have been changed since they're no longer affiliated with Random RS. So Tajra Jr. were in their place. So throughout the course of 2022 and into 2023, Random RS Junior channels were slowly but surely being merged into either Tajra Jr. or the regular Mouse 61 channel. Most of the Random RS Play channels even transitioned into Tajra Jr. as well. To many angry preschoolers that they saw that Random RS Network became Tajra Network 2.0 because they're now doing family stuff now. And also they're now recalling Random RS Network as Tajra Network 2.0 because they're doing action shows as well. Well, obviously, Random RS Network is Tajra Network 2. Besides, look at it now. You see some action shows. You see some, Transformers. We know Transformers was on Random RS Network. They treated Transformers like they are the center of the universe. They aired it on Friday nights or Saturday nights. They even treated Transformers animated right. Kawaii Life Antonio's favorite action Transformer show. Who doesn't love robots transforming into cars or something like that? It's awesome. Very action oriented. Oh, let's not forget about IGPX, Toonami's first and only original programming from 2005, or is it 2004? I don't know per se. Now, anyways, more Random Mars Network stuff will be coming in the future. But don't worry, there's more Tajmir Network stuff. However, we need to put some effort onto Random Mars Network. The Tajmir Network, Tajmir Jr., and Random Mars Network were split into 3 groups. Don't forget, the channels were divided into 3 groups in Tajmirville. So, that's all for now for the update about Random Mars Network. Bye.